Hello, hi everyone. Just trying out the first time how live videos work, so it's just going on. So if you have any questions, you can just type in and also tell to your friends to come and join because I got a lot of questions. Hi Omkar, hi Komati. Yeah, I'm doing this especially for all the LPU guys because I get tons of questions on LinkedIn and Instagram. So I thought I would do a live session and let's. Hey Habib, walaikum salam. Nice to see you all. So should I start answering some questions or do should we wait for some more minutes for everyone to join? By the way, how are you all doing? Do you have your semester exams coming up? Hey first year guys, how is your life? How is college? Okay. So I got a question regarding my college journey and how did I crack my placements in detail. I don't know if we can go in detail on that, but college journey, I have already made a video regarding that about the college journey, what all I did in my first year, second year, and third year. Fourth year, I was completely in internship, so I was living in Bangalore. My whole fourth year was on internships. Hey Habib, yeah, I'm good too. I'm like right now we are having winter here, so it's very cold, around 0 degree. So it's just morning now. It's like around 1:30 p.m. here. So it's noon, but it's very dark outside. Hi Sresta, hello. I'm interested in cybersecurity, but in LPU, my senior is saying that there are no placement regarding cybersecurity. Okay, hey Komarti, I saw your question. So, first thing I want to tell you, like, so there will be no specific placements for certain topics, okay? Because you are freshers, so freshers means you should be very adaptable to any kind of job positions or scenario. But if you are interested in cybersecurity, what you can do is join a company who has a cybersecurity team in it or who is working on certain things. So basically, when you talk generally, all the IT companies will have their own cybersecurity groups because to check about their networking, their VPNs, or any their server related securities and stuff like that. So most of the product companies will have their own security teams. So what you can do is try to get into these kind of good companies, and after joining maybe in 1 year or in 2 years try to move to different departments which aligns with your passion. So that's what you can do. Don't expect to get a placement only in cybersecurity or only in machine learning or only in data science. Don't expect to get anything like that because usually when companies hire, they don't want to hire someone who is not experienced in any of these things just to join their team, right? Because recruiting a fresher and training them, teaching them a lot of things is very expensive for a company, so they don't prefer doing that. So better to join the company who has these kind of teams than switch the teams later. That would be something smart, I would guess. Then okay, Manika Singhania, before joining LPU, have done DSA topics till binary search tree and have done decent amount of questions, medium to hard level on lead code. Wow, great! I haven't, I didn't even know there was lead code or anything before even joining college. And C++, so is it good to start very early? Of course, it is really good to start very early. I really wish I have started very early. I only got to know about this competitive stuff when I was like end of second year, almost third year time only. So I was very late into it. But by doing it early, the benefit you will get is you will have a lot of time to do your projects, for preparing other things also. Because competitive program is just for cracking the interview, just cracking that part only. It's not going to give you any interview calls. For getting interview calls and all, you need some projects and good profile, so you will have enough time for that, and you don't have to worry about competitive programs, because you are already prepared for that. So it's good. Yeah, I'm really proud of you. It's really nice. And Monica again, plus I have done JS plus immediate. Okay, I see you have done a lot of things. So it's better you have a good project and have a good profile, especially add it in your resume and your LinkedIn profile, and upload all your codes, all everything into your GitHub account also, so everyone can see it. That's something you should do. So Sreshta, sir, can you tell like roadmap to become AI/ML developer as a fresher? Like what are the skills I need to develop and learn? So AI and ML, I know it's kind of the hot topic nowadays. Everybody wants to get into AI ML, but the truth is most of the people are not looking into what actually goes into a AI or ML engineer. We have to work on understanding statistics, know how models are working, how neural networks, everything. So theoretically, I guess you can learn it from YouTube, or buy some books, or better do some projects. So try to find out good projects, work on it, and implement it. Show that in your interviews and in your resume and everything. So like I always will say one thing: have good projects. So projects are like very important. That's the only proof anyone. So for example, if you come to me and you say, hey, I'm good at AIML, how will I know that you are good at AIML? So you will show me your projects, I will look at it. Wow, then I have some sort of idea, right, about these projects or these algorithms or models. So I will see, oh, you have used certain kind of models, then I will ask questions on that. So if you are able to answer it nicely, then I will know, hey, this guy knows something about AIML. So that's how you will develop the skills. For me, in my case, when I was in university, like it was in 2014 15, that time there was no buzzing around machine learning or AI, so nobody was there to teach you these stuffs. And I also didn't know much about it. But what I did is I did the free course from MIT. In YouTube you can find a lot of machine learning free courses. So I did learn from them. Then I started building my own virtual assistant, so where I can talk to it, I can schedule my timetable. I can it will remind me like where is my classes, which room I should go, which building is it, and remind me of my CAs, semester exams, everything. So it was very basic if you think about it now, but at that time it is very new thing, like nobody has done it. And I got a lot of recognition for it. I will always show that project to all the interviews I'm going into. So like all the companies were very impressed on that and all. So that's how I did it. But nowadays, since there are more resources, you will have to do much more things. So find out some good projects that you can work on, and yeah, that's how you will build your skills. Then job wise, so there is two things. Once you're graduating, you will get a placement in a company in a AI or machine learning team. That's one option you will have. Another thing is like just join in a company who has like AI ML teams, and later you can switch into it. So in my case, when I joined, my internship was mostly in the big data engineering side. So I did my whole internship in data engineering. Like I was working with terabytes of data, doing the data engineering for feeding those data into the machine learning models and all. But I was never working directly with the machine learning side. But later, when my manager found out that I'm very much interested in the machine learning side, I have like few good ideas on solving certain problems. So my manager asked some other manager in the different team, like, hey, do you want to move to this team? So they are working with the automated speech recognition and advanced search and recommendations and all. So I moved to the search and recommendation team later. So where I got like around 4 patents, and I did like around 3 big products. So we developed a lot of advanced search and recommendation tools and all that. So that's how I moved one by one, because it's very hard to teach you something if you don't know anything, right? So for companies, it doesn't make sense to teach you difficult stuff at the beginning. So get some experience, then move later. I don't know if my voice is very wiggling, because it's very cold, so I'm freezing out here. Habib, I have good coding skills and DSA with BCA degree. Can I join product-based companies, or there is a lack of opportunity for BCA graduates? Okay. There is a misconception that your degree is like I don't know, you are like judged based on your degree or something like that. There is nothing like that. Like if there is a good product based company, so where I worked, for example, I was working at Zoom. In Zoom, I know there were like some kids. I would literally say kids because they are like 16 years old, 16 years old working in Zoom from China. And I think they are still in their school or something like that, but they're still working for us. Why? Because they are really good at some particular set of skills they are really good at, so we hired them, we are paying them full time salary and all. So there were kids. I know in Google also there are people who are college dropouts, so they basically don't have any degree, so they are still working as software engineers in Google and Amazon and all. So if you are having BCA, BTech, or whatever you have, doesn't matter. All that matters is you should have some skills, and it should be exceptional. Okay, it should not be like, hey, I know to code in Python. Doesn't matter. Everybody knows to code in some languages, so it doesn't matter. But you have certain skills where, hey, I can improve the efficiency of certain product from like 0%, 20% to 80 percentage, or maybe I can help you reduce your cost on your servers, or I can make your front end more faster, or your database write and read calls much more efficient. So you should have certain skills, and how you make these skills, you should build some projects. So making project or working on projects is the only way you can build all these skills. Nobody is going to teach you this. You search anywhere, nobody is going to teach you this. There are no any syllabus to teach you this. So this is quite something that I learned from my experience, because when I joined college, I thought, okay, somebody is going to teach me something. With that knowledge, I will be getting a job, or with that knowledge, I will be getting certain placements. But it's nothing like that, because it's something that nobody can teach you. Like recently we had this World Cup, Cricket World Cup, and Disney Plus Hotstar, they had 5.1 crore live streaming. So just imagine 5.1 crore people are watching that live cricket game. So, as an engineer, what you have to think is, how the hell these 5.1 crore people are able to watch this without breaking the servers, without crashing the website. So that's where you should think about it, right? So, like even right now, we are doing a live video. It's just few of you are watching, but imagine if this is watched by millions of people, how YouTube is not breaking, how the servers are handling it, what are the technologies going behind it. So to know all this stuff, you should definitely go and do some projects, something interesting, something that is not not something that you Google and do it. It's something that you really want to solve. So just figure out something, just work on multiple projects. So that's how you build your skills. Does CGPA matter? No, no, it doesn't matter. It only matters in one scenario. That scenario is you are sitting in college placement, and the placement drive says, hey, if you want to sit on this particular company, you should have minimum this many CGPA. If they put certain requirement, then you don't have any option, but you should have that minimum CGPA to sit in the placement. That's the only place I think it matters, but otherwise nobody cares. I have already worked in Tivo, Zoom, now in Mazir. These three companies, they never asked me what is your mark. Okay, they never asked me even my BTech degree. Like they didn't even care. Like, hey, do you have a BTech or something? Nobody even asked about that. So it doesn't matter. I have TGP, like semester wise TGP. If you count, I have TGPs from around 6.5 to 10. So I have all the bandwidths. Okay, so these companies will never ask you about, hey, why did you score less, or why did you score more, or what was your CGPA. Nobody cares. It's just about your placement eligibility. That's it, nothing else. If you're doing off campus, no good companies will check that. If some companies asking you, hey, your CGP is very low, then you can make sure those companies not that good. Then what else? Can you please tell me on what technology we should work on from the beginning? As a fresher, I don't know what's the demand of the market right now, and I feel so proud to see you as helping me. Thank you, Noogler. I don't know what's your name, so Noogler. Okay. So what you should work on? Um, so first and foremost, the priority should be something that you are interested in. Okay, so you should know like what is your passionate, or what is something that you want to work on, like for next 5 years, next 10 years. So think in that terms. So in my case, I hated front end development. It's not because it's bad, it's really good, it's a really nice thing, it's something a lot of people are working on and all. But for me, I am not a creative guy. I don't have that business or that creative side in my brain. So I always liked coding. And in that too, like I don't want to do some basic JavaScript development or some Node.js or anything, so I don't want to do backend also. So it was always a confusing part for me, like I don't like front end, I don't like backend, then what the hell I'm going to do? So I like core programming, and that's where I went to machine learning, sorry, machine learning and Python development, data engineering and all, because I like to do a lot of coding. So that's why I went to there. So like that, you have to, you have in your first year or second year, you have to figure out, you have to just check, try to do some work and all on front end, back end, all the server based things, all the core programming, machine learning, data science, everything. Just put your head in everything and see what do you like, and later choose that field which you like and go with that. And if you want to be a good software engineer, no matter which company you're going to work, I would always suggest you to learn C and C++. Because it's not because this programming language is what you're going to use, but it's because it will help you to teach how actually the language and the hardware communicates with each other, how the memory allocations, how you can make it efficient and all. Why I'm saying is this, because in my experience, like for example, in one of my previous company, we had an issue with one of our algorithm. We were doing everything in Python. Okay, so it's a machine learning search and recommendation thing. So we were writing the best algorithm possible. It was the most time efficient and everything. But the problem is, it took, like, if a server is down, then the server is restart, it will take around 5 to 6 minutes to restart and start the program. Okay, so what happens in the 6 minute is, imagine your servers are given by AWS, and for 6 minutes also you have to pay some money, and you have like around hundreds of servers across the globe, and it's running 24 by 7. So you have to pay like 6 minutes every hour into 20. So it's like it costs around like 1 million to 3 million dollars per year you are paying just for that reboot time, 6 minutes. So since we know a little bit of C and C++, what we did is, there was certain part of the code in Python, we removed it, we added C and C++ codes there, because it was more efficient in managing the hardware side, talking with the core kernel and all. With that one code, we reduced the 6 minutes reboot to just 30 seconds, 30 to 45 seconds. And we saved millions of dollars for our company. And we got a lot of recognition. Like I got the high-fi award or the best employee award and all for that. So see, this is how you will become a good engineer, because you should know how everything works. So that's the shortcut, or that's the key, I would say. Okay, is there anything question I missed? Does college give any advantage if I am applying for jobs off campus? I don't get what kind of advantage you mean by it. Usually, the college or nobody should care about where you're applying or what you're applying. Just apply everywhere. Don't just depend upon your college placement. Okay, placement is not for everyone. It's only for few people, and few people will get very good. Few people will get very bad placement. Some people will not even get anything. So don't just depend on everything. Don't put your eggs in one basket. Just go and apply in all the companies you can see in India. Just take a list in your Google, go to Google and just search for top product based companies in India, make the list, go to their career website, find the job you like, apply it every day, apply like hundreds of jobs. That's must, no matter what, just apply it. Where are you from? So I'm originally from Kerala, and come from a city called Calicut. Then, yeah, for college I moved to LPU. I lived in Punjab. Then I worked in Bangalore. Now I'm in Germany. Yeah, that's it. Sir, can you please give advice on how I can get internship in the second year? I'm currently in my first year and first semester. I don't know why you want to do internship in second year. It's very confusing part for me, because in second year I don't know where you have the time, because there is only a summer vacation of 2 months, and in these 2 months I don't know what kind of internship or what kind of value you will get if you do for 2 months. Basically, if you're doing internship, it should be for 6 months. Okay, minimum for 6 months. Anything less than 6 months, I don't know what you will learn there, because I don't know if it is of any actual value. Instead of that, use that time to build a project, because till the third year, I don't think you will have time more than 2 months. If you have like 6 months, okay, fine, go and do internship, but I don't know which companies will hire. And internship, don't go for any paid internship. I mean, like, you should not pay to some companies to take you as an intern. That's not a good idea too. I would rather suggest to do projects, very good exceptional projects, take it, do it. One of my project took in college, like it took around 2 years to finish. So whatever time you have, just do a project. And once you're finishing your third year, like the last 2 semester, like 7 and 8, go for internship. So whole fourth year should be an internship. That's what I would suggest. And finding internship is not that hard. One, depend upon your placement cell, ask them like once you're in your third year, uh, force them, like always irritate them, ask for internship and all. Second, go to the company websites, search for like internship opportunities. For example, right now I'm in Mercedes Benz. I know we are hiring a lot of interns in India, like especially in Pune and Bangalore for interns. So especially the final year students, they will get it. Third, go to LinkedIn, search for internship opportunities. You will find a lot of posts by various recruiters looking for students for internship and all. So yeah, that's how you will find internship. Okay, uh, just don't go for internship in second year. I would not suggest it. It's not recommended. Uh, then what's the okay? Second, can I get internship in the second year? I mean first year in LPU, so you know what they are providing as engineering minors, and I got full stack now. Could you please tell me what company really wants from a full stack developer, and what things should I do? So full stack developer is basically a mixture of front end plus back end. So basically a full stack developer will know how to do the front end coding, all this HTML, CSS stuff. Also they will know the backend, where they have to integrate the Node.js databases, how they will integrate front end and back end together. So they are like the overall engineer who will know everything about website development. So it's part of a web development. So whatever you see in any websites and everything, so it's a mixture of everything. And it's always in demand skill, like every company needs a full stack developer for at least for their websites, or maybe any other products they are going to provide. So yeah, it's good. If you're interested, it's good. For internship in third year, which semester do you mean? I don't know. Like I said again, if you have 6 months of time, then go for the internship. If not, don't go. Move the internship to the fourth year. Whole fourth year, try to go for internship. Lot of LPU guys I can see. Amazing. Nice. uh what else? I ask you question, YouTube community post. Can you post the questions again? Because if I switch again, because I have a list of around 30 questions I want to answer right now. Yeah. Uh, First year roadmap is very easy. Go make friends, have fun, learn C and C++, understand what is your passion, like understand which field in computer science you want to choose. Just 4 things. Make friends, very important. You should not underestimate making friends, because once you're graduated, only these people will be there for your future development, right? You want to start a startup, one of your co-founder will be your friend. If you don't know anything about front end, for me in my case, I know nothing about front end, so I will always go to my college friends. I will tell them, hey, help me with this. So make good friends, have fun making. You should have fun in college, okay? Like you should make good memories, because this is a once in a life opportunity. You're not going to get your bachelor life again. So have good fun, then learn C and C++ in your first year. Then fourth, try to find what is your passion in computer science, which field you want to go and all. Yeah. Then can you explain your work, like what exactly do you do as a software architect in Mercedes? Hey Firoz, nice question, but if I start answering that, this will go like 1 or 2 hours of live streaming. But in short, I will just tell you like for manufacturing a car, there will be a factory who will be manufacturing one model of car, but Mercedes have like a lot of model, like 20-30 models of cars, and it's produced in different plants across the world. So we have plants in India, Malaysia, China, US, Germany, various European countries, South Africa and all. What I do is I do the product designing and architecture for all the techs used for these factories. Okay, so basically I will decide like how fast a car should be manufactured from point A to point B, what all technology should be used, and how. So basically it's not made in a serial, it's parallelly made. So for example, engine is made in one side, the body is made in another side, painting is happening in another side. So we make the systems that will integrate everything. That's one thing. So I have like around 35 products under me. So another product will be like, the workers who in the plant who will be like screw driving into the car, like they would be like fixing all these small things. But for them, how do they know what force to apply, what is the torque, which tool to use where? So we integrate IoT things. So this IoT products will be there. It will tell the workers like, hey, you should point this screw into that particular part, and particular torques will be applied automatically by machine learning and all, so things like that. And what else, we have a lot of machine learning going on to improve the efficiency of the whole product. So we make around 1 lakh car per I don't know, 1 lakh or 2 lakh cars per hour. So in every hour we make around 2 lakh cars. So you can just imagine how fast everything should move and how technology is working. So there are like 35 products. If I start talking, it will go like forever. So yeah, basically that's it. How to improve DSA logics and how much you have, how much what I have. I didn't get that question. Sagar Chaurashia. I hope I'm pronouncing it correct. So for improving DSA, the thing is, it's lead code for me. I would say lead code because it has certain questions that will really, poke your brain, and you have to think really hard. Like, how can I use various DSA in solving this problem? So go for lead code. Try to start with easy questions, then move to medium and hard. Yeah. Whenever I see you, it seems that I am seeing one of my relatives. I don't know why, but it happens. Hey, bro, we all are Indian, so somehow we all are relatives. If someone in fourth year and in time of placement, if they do internship, they get an edge in placement, but you say do project instead. Fourth year, I said internship, because fourth year you will have time. You have like 2 semesters, you have time, so you should do internship in that case. Before fourth year, like I'm saying, the first, second, and third year, do the project. You have these 3 years is only for projects, because um because I have done a lot of interviews, right? Like I have given interviews, I also have taken interviews. Like whenever I interview someone, especially for the software engineering position, the first thing I will look at is like, have they done any internship or projects? Okay, so if they did projects, and I will read about it, I will check if those projects aligning with something about my company or my team, then I will ask questions about it and everything like that. And internship, if it is like more than 5 or 6 months, then only we will consider it, and we'll ask, hey, what did you do there, how was the work and stuff like that. So that's how we do it. And what, can you please tell me if your work is stressful or less? So I'm not sure like why people think work is stressful. So like I said, if you're working for a product based companies, I have never met anyone who is saying their work is stressful if they are in a product based companies, because life is pretty chill. Like for example, in Germany, you don't have to work after 4 p.m. If it is a Friday, nobody works after 2 p.m. It's still your mental health, your health, everything is very high priority. Like for example, if in the morning, if I don't feel like working today, I can just tell, hey, I don't feel like working today. That's it. That's that easy. And apart from that, in India, when I was in India, it was also very pretty chill life. I loved my office. We had food 24/7. You will always have some catering, some buffet food always happening. You have PlayStations to play along. You have like all the food tables, car games, and free snacks, coffee, tea. Everything will be there always. So it was very chill life. So yeah, I really liked my work till now. Yeah, it's all good. Even here, it is also really nice and a lot of fun. Yeah. What's the next? Bro, can you explain about consistency in coding? Consistency in coding, if as a student, you should be able to be consistent with coding, because you should be practicing it based on either by doing some projects or doing lead code or some way. You should be always refresh. In my case, like for example, I'm not doing competitive programming now, so because I'm doing my work and all. So for example, if I want to switch my job, I want to move to some different company, I will have interviews, then I will start from beginning. I have to do lead code from beginning. I have to revise everything. I have to read my BTech textbooks. I have to go through all the fundamentals and everything again and all. So it will take 2 to 3 months for me again to prepare everything and get back into track. But for you as a student, all you have to do is like learn and prepare whatever you are doing in your studying time. So be consistent, it will help you a lot. especially when some unexpected interviews come. Like if somebody calls you and say, hey, are you free for interview next week, then you don't have to worry, you can just say yes, I'm available, let's do it. Yeah, so it's better to be consistent. Hmm. Please tell about the interview experience of Zoom and Mercedes. Like, was DS a huge part of it, or you accused about AIML only? DSA is like 90 percentage. Okay. Whichever company I have interviewed for Facebook, I got a job offer from Facebook. In Facebook, I had interviews like around 7 to 8 rounds. I had 8 rounds of interview. In those 8 rounds, I think 5 of them were only DSA, pure DSA questions. It was pure lead code questions, and 2 of them were like medium. Rest all were hard questions. And another one round was system design. So it's basically the architecture and stuff like that. And the another was machine learning. So even though I was doing the I was getting hired for the learning role, there was only one round for machine learning, and the fourth round was like some HR round. That's it. For Zoom also it was similar. For Zoom, I had like 5 rounds. In that 5 rounds, 4 of them were DSA lead code questions, and one round was system design for machine learning. Yeah, that's it. For Mercedes it was very different because this is software architect is like more of a senior position. It's like like kind of a managerial position. So here you have to do a lot of interviews on how you will handle people, how you will manage your engineering team, how you will handle your conflicts and stuff. So a lot of behavioral and managerial rounds was there. And I had 3 system design, so everything was system design. There was no coding directly, it was all system design. So I had like 3 to 4 system design interviews. Yeah, that's it. Hmm. How many questions have you solved in lead code? So far I did 400, not 400, 399 questions. Yeah, I want to make it 400, but I didn't got time yet. Any tip for first year student? Again, like I said, have fun, make friends, then learn C and C++. Then fourth one, like figure out which domain do you like in computer science. How to find trending means best project to do. Okay, so finding the best project. I would say there is no best project. Okay, it doesn't matter if you're doing a project that was done in 1990s or something came like recently yesterday. It doesn't matter. It's not like TikTok or Instagram reels there is something trending. No, no, there is nothing like that. Second of all, companies are not stupid. Like if you add a lot of buzzwords like I know chat gpt, I know this thing, I know LLMs and everything, if you add it doesn't mean like you will be getting more chance of getting a job. There's nothing like that. Interviews will scrutinize you very well. Like if you add anything stupid, people will find it out, people will scrutinize you. So for projects, the best thing you can do is find what is interesting for you, or what do you want to solve in your real world, or what is you're passionate about. Okay, so recently, like 2 weeks back, I did a personal project. It was like chat gpt, you have to pay for the APS and everything. So I don't want to pay for it. So what I did is I did a reverse engineering project on chat gpt API, so how I can use it for free and use it for my personal things and all. So something I wanted to solve because I don't want to pay them. So yeah, so I found a way, I made it a personal project. Now it's in my GitHub repo. So something like that. In my college, to be honest, I had a breakup, and it was very bad breakup. I was really sad. So I thought, hey, at that age it was like, oh, I was very down and out. So I thought, hey, why not I build a computer AI who is a female who I can talk to. So that's how all this idea started up for the personal assistant. And from there, I built it up. And because I want to solve that problem, I built it up. There was no machine learning models at that time. So I found out different ways how to use machine learning and all in that, and build a project. It took 2 years. That's how I got a lot of traction. So something like that. Find a problem that you want to solve, something that you're really interested in, then go and do it. Can you please guide on domain choosing? Domain choosing, just easy, like just go with whatever you are interested in. Now, if you're confused on taking that decision, write it in a paper, like list it down in a paper, what all domains are there, are sorted by your interest. So top three should be your most interesting topics, should be in the top three. In those top three, just choose the one that you want to work. in your next 5 years or in next 10 years, or if it is about choosing your specialization and anything. And if you find something, hey, I can learn this from YouTube, I can learn this from maybe some other platform, but something I need a help with my teacher, then choose that topic that you need help with a professor or someone like that. So that's how you should make your decisions. How to start coding, from which language, which domain? Coding, which domain? Two things. Lead code is one way where you can choose a programming language and start solving the data structure and algorithm questions. Second one, doing a project, whichever domain you like, just go and do it. It doesn't matter which is. Don't think too much about a which has future, which will give me a lot more job opportunity. Nothing. Don't think about any of that. Just choose what you're passionate about and just work on that. Any tip for 12th grade student who are trying to pursue a career in CS field? Yeah, understand your passion, go and find a good college, get admission and do well in your university. Yeah. I'm in first year and I learned Python. Now I want to start different language. Can you please tell me what should I choose, C++ or Java? I don't know why first year students are studying Python. It's very, I don't know, it's very irking for me because Python has one advantage, okay? That is in your interviews, if you're choosing Python as coding language, it's really good because you don't have to spend a lot of time on, writing all the boilerplate codes. You can directly start writing your code in Python. So you can save a lot of time by using Python in interviews. But as a first year, if you learn Python, the problem is it will be very difficult for you to learn C and C++ because Python is a very easy language to learn. So if you start with easy, then it will be very hard for you to go to the hard part and you will never learn real programming. Okay. So if you have time, go and learn C and C++. Yeah. Learn it by yourself. Okay. Don't depend upon your university, your teachers or anything. Just learn it from YouTube and all. Yeah. And implement it in lead code, like go and whatever you solve in Python, try to solve the same with C++ or C. Yeah. uh, okay, here in private university placement are two worst, currently sitting 2024 batch, and now I'm trying to apply for off campus, but in off campus my resume is not showing. Can you suggest any tip? uh yeah, campus placement will be always bad because not everyone will get it. Only this IITs and NITs will be like, if you check the statistics, only they will be having like all people will be getting good placement because there are only few number, like they will be like 60 to 120 people per computer science. But I know like in private universities you have like thousands of students, so again only 60 to 100 people will get it. So by number it's all same, but if you check the ratio it's very bad. So you should do the off-campus placement drive. So you should apply it. So for getting the resume shortlisted, there are two things you have to do. One is have a good profile. So your resume should be really good. How can you make sure it's really good? You should have projects in it. It should be described in bullet points what all you did. It should have specific keywords. You should have good skill set and all. So these keywords and these projects, bullet points, everything is good. It should be very readable. Second thing is, just keep this in mind, like if you apply for 100 companies, only one only 10 will look at your profile and only one person will get back to you. So your ratio should be like 1% success rate. So now you know how many numbers of companies you should apply, right? So apply for as many companies as possible. Yeah, that's the only way. Even till now, like when I want to change, like for example, from India, like during the corona time I want to switch my company, so I applied like around 170 companies. I applied for 170, but I got a lot of them call back, but half of them never even responded. So it's very common in all the recruiting industry. Yeah, so don't worry about it. Python or C++ or Java according to current trends? There is no such trends. Okay, it's all stupid. Like if you go to Google, they'll be using Golang. If you go to Microsoft, they'll be looking C sharp. But if you do a lot of C sharp, and no other companies will be taking C sharp students. So there is no such trends because companies will be doing various things according to their requirement or their team. So in Zoom, I worked with Python, C++, Python. Then there was Golang. In Tivo, I had to use Haskell, Python, and again C++. In Mercedes, I'm using Java, JavaScript, and TypeScript, and so there will be a lot of other languages. Kotlin is also there, yeah, and a lot of internal languages will be there. So It doesn't matter like whatever language you learn, nobody cares. Okay, like if you go to some Google interview, for example, you go to Google or any other company's interview, they will not tell you, hey, go and code in this. No, but they will ask you, hey, which language do you want to choose? You say, I want to do Python. They will say, okay, do code in Python. You say C, they will say, okay, code in that. So it doesn't matter what language you learn. It's all about like what skills you can develop, what projects you're doing, how did you implemented it, what was your thinking process, what was the algorithm you came up. So it's all about that. It's not about the one particular language. That's why I'm always saying like learn C and C++, because it will help you to teach how everything inside works. Okay, Python will never teach you that, but Python is good for saving time in interview. So things just like that. Yeah, whatever language you prefer, you can just learn it. Bro, can you explain how you are consistent in coding? Because I'm working, I'm a full-time, but right now I'm not doing any coding. Like my 99% of my work is always in meeting. So I'm guiding the engineering team and all the other infrastructure team and all. So but before that, I usually do a lot of coding. So as part of my work, I will be coding. Then every weekend also I will do some lead code questions, or maybe I will do some personal projects. So I still do a lot of personal projects. So this all are the ways I try to keep myself engaged in coding. Yeah. Tips for off-campus placement: good LinkedIn profile, good resume, and lot of apply, apply, apply. That's it. I am at LPU CSE currently. 12,000 students in my domain. 12,000, really? Or is it 1,200? So how to stand aside and get at least 30 lakh per job? That's a good question, because in my batch also we were around 3,000 students. But yeah, 3,000 students were there in my batch, and I think three or four of us got really good packages, like around somewhere more than 30. So what we did was, we all of us had a very good project. So that's the key. Like me, we three of us, yeah, one of the guy had a very good interesting front end project. Like it was absolutely beautiful front end project, it was mind blowing. Then the another guy, he had some project on full stack development, and for me it was the AI personal assistant. So three of us got into the same company. Okay, later we moved to different places. The other guy is working at Uber, another person is in Canada, and I'm in Germany. So yeah, but we all got 30 lakh plus CTC, I would say. And it's all because of our project only, and we stand out of the crowd because our projects were really good. I was not good at competitive programming in college. I would say I'm just in the average or just above average scale. But there were some students who were like super good at competitive programming. Like you give them any questions, they will come up with answers like in 1 or 2 minutes. They were really amazing. But more than them, we got the better placements because of the projects. So that's why I always stress have good projects. Yeah. Doesn't mean you should be very bad at coding also. Okay, you should know coding at least to solve your interviews. You say also take interviews. So what actually you look like in an edge in resume, and what percentage of communication skill matters? Communication skill actually matters because um, imagine you are very good at something. You know all the coding, you know all the data structure and algorithm, everything. You have very amazing projects and everything. You're exceptional, let's say, but you are very bad at communicating. You will not be hired for sure. Nobody will hire you. Why is this? Because in a corporate world, teamwork, team playing, or being integrated to that community is very important. So you should be a team player, you should be able to communicate well. So that's really important for every company. Okay, if you check like in lead code discussion, if you go, you can see a lot of examples, like people who did very good at interviews, but they didn't got the job because they are not good at their communication skill. So communication skill is really important. Prepare on it, practice on it, try to talk, do a lot of group discussions, do a lot of public speaking and all, but be good at it. Yeah. So communication skill is really important. Mm, what else? In our resume, we can add our YouTube achievement will help us to make them stand out. What kind of YouTube achievements? Like for example, you have certain channel with the X number of subscribers. So it only depends upon the company. Okay, if you're applying for a tech company who is looking for a software engineer, and you have this YouTube thing, don't mention it in resume. Okay, don't do that. It is only helpful like when they ask you, hey, apart from your work, what all you do, then you can mention it, but don't add it in your resume. Not good. But if you're applying for a social media company, like for example some digital marketing companies or something like that, then yeah, obviously go for it. But don't do it for any tech or software engineer roles and all. Yeah, don't do it. You can talk about it candidly in interview, but not on your resume. So one tip I would say to all of you when you looking at your resume, just add the points that are going to give you a value to yourself as well as to the company. Okay, it should be a point that's adding value to both of you. Okay, it should be a win-win situation. How you apply in Facebook company, which website is good for applying purpose? There is only one page that is good for career. It's the company's career website. Okay, so every company will have their own career website. Just Google, like for example Facebook careers, you will go to like meta.careers.com, something like that. So every company have their own career website. Go there and just apply it. For me, I got the call directly through LinkedIn. So the recruiter contacted me on the LinkedIn, so she messaged me and we got contacted. Then they scheduled a telephonic phone interview. Then that's how we got started. And same for Zoom and Mercedes Benz. All of these I got through LinkedIn only. But if you're applying, go for the career websites of those companies. I am very confused at my first semester. Please tell me basic roadmap what to do now. Like I said earlier, in the first year, yeah, just try to find out what is your favorite domain. Like, so how you find out is just go and learn about it, do some small projects or sit in the class, learn about it, understand what is data science or what is machine learning or what is full stack, front end, back end, database, cybersecurity, IoT. There are a lot of things, right? So just go to everything and try to learn a little bit of everything, and later you will know like what is more you are interested in, what kind of job you want to do in next 5 to 10 years. Then try to decide that in your first year. Second thing, have fun, make friends. Then the third thing is fourth thing is learn C and C++ language. Yeah, that's all you can do in your first year. What are the ways to improve communication skill? So communication skill you can improve just by either talking to a group of people, not to your friends. Don't talk to your friends for improving your communication skill. I don't think it will be effective, because they are your friends. They will be doing a lot of mockeries and stuff and all. So better, like, talk in front of a crowd, like maybe in your classroom, do some presentations and all. Try to participate in any meetups, or there will be a lot of clubs in your universities. Participate there, try to present something, try to be be there. Participate in a lot of hackathons is really good, because it's not about just solving the thing. You will be working as a team, so you should know how to handle the team, how to be a team player. And also there are various ways, so try to do that. Yeah. Then what's next? Should I venture into freelancing for building projects? And if so, can you please recommend a good platform where I can find good opportunities for freelancing? For freelancing, I think there are a lot of websites nowadays. I don't know what's trending in India, but I know freelancer.com are there. Then what else? Turing is there, so you can just Google it. You can just do it, but I don't know how you can find, because I never found anything in freelancing way, because maybe I'm not good at finding a job at freelance. But there are people who does that. So if you have a good profile, people will come to you and can do it. Otherwise, the another thing is you can do is go and contribute in open source projects. So in GitHub and all, you can find a lot of open source projects, so contribute there. Contribution to open source project is very highly valuable skill. Okay, don't underestimate that. It's a really really important skill. Yeah, if you can get it, it's also good. Yeah. Can you make one video on your resume? I like to do it, but the thing is, like you see, I'm in a time crunch, so I don't find enough time to do these things. But yeah, definitely I'll try to make a YouTube video there. And yeah, I have a YouTube Malayalam channel also. If there are any Malayalis, you can go there and check it out, because I did a same resume video about in Malayalam there. Okay, then But yeah, definitely I will try to make a video about resume, or I will make a video about resume and LinkedIn profile as well as cover letter. Three things I will try to make. Don't worry. Can you accept my LinkedIn request? If you guide me, it really helped me a lot. I'm hardworking guy. Yeah, I think I'm accepting almost all the LinkedIn request. I will be there, but responding back is very hard because I get tons of message every day on LinkedIn and Instagram, so I don't get enough time to respond back. But yeah, definitely I will. If your questions and if your messages are good, if I see it, I will definitely reply back to you. 12,000 is 100%. Wow, that's a huge number. Is it safe to choose a software engineering as domain in second year, or should I go with AI data science according to companies that come from? Aman Kumar, you asked like, should I choose software engineering or AI data? Okay, so I think there is a confusion here. So all the jobs under this is called software engineering. Okay, my job title is always software engineering, but I worked with machine learning and AI, and so software engineering is like, the top domain, so all things come under it. So AI, ML, data science, or front end, back end, whatever it is, everything comes under software engineer or software developer title only. So you can choose what's you're passionate about, so you can just go with that. Yeah. And one more thing I would say, if possible, try you guys should try to learn about system design also. Okay, if you get a time to learn about system design, it will give you a higher edge. It will make you stand out of all these students, because companies really need people who are good at system design. First of all, learn to know what is system design. System design is not the creative side, it's about deciding what kind of architecture, what kind of technology to use, how to improve the existing product and all. So if you know that, you will be always preferred in an interview. Okay, so that's a tip, you all can use it. I really like coding, and now I am just going to start C++. So can you tell what are the major mistakes others do when they start this? So the major mistake everyone does while studying any programming language is they will be just doing some basic textbook based coding. Like, if you follow any textbook, it will tell you like, print something, then later do the for loop stuff and all like that. The thing is, it is good, it is a way of learning. I don't know how many, it might be effective for few people, it might not be effective. For me, the most effective way to do learn any programming language is either solve a lead code question or do a project. And how you will learn is like, for example, you don't know how to do a for loop, you will go to Google, you will search it, do a for loop in C++. So you will learn it. So you will copy paste that bit. Now you will learn that few lines of code. You really need to know, hey, why this variable is there? Why is this bracket is there? Why is there a semicolon here? So you really analyze it line by line by line. Then when next project comes, so you want to implement a function to find a square root of a number. So now you have to know how to define a function, how to define it inside a class, outside a class. So things like what is the difference, why we should do that. So analyze it line by line by line and implement it, run it. If it works, good, move to the next step. So do it like gradually, step by step. So that's how I learned. And also read the theory behind it, why everything is there as it is. So theory is also important. Yeah. In your btech time, for you have any coding team? We don't had any coding team, there was nothing in our time. So we had lot of hackathons. So I usually participate in lot of hackathons, and we had some workshops. So some competitive programming workshops was there. No, nobody's going to teach you anything. Okay, let me make it clear, nobody's going to teach you anything. It was just some competitive competitions and stuff like that. I was really bad at everything. Like I said, there were some few students who were really good at it, and I used to think like, what kind of humans are they, like how are they able to solve this question? I feel really stupid and dumb and all. I had these feelings, I had all these situations. But later, slowly, I started solving questions on lead code and code chef and whatever platform was there. And yeah, then lot of practice. Yeah, just practice, that's what helped me. Yeah. uh, मैं बैकएंड नोड से करूँ या Django से? I don't know what do you mean by you want to do it backend node or Django. I don't know. Both Node.js and Django both are backend framework. They are using different language. Django is Python based. Node.js is JavaScript based. So I don't know what's best for your project or whatever you are doing. Just choose that. It's, see, like I said, it doesn't matter what you do. If you choose Node.js or Django, doesn't matter. It's all about your project. They will ask you, hey, why did you choose Node.js or why did you choose Django? You should have a good strong reason for it. So that's how you make skill. See, that one decision making is a skill set you have to create or develop. Yeah. Abhijit Chauhan is saying a bit demotivated because of the environment in private college, less placements and too much students in my college. Talk around that jobs are going to be less, will not get job at the end. Placements, like I said, placements will be always very less every college, because all the companies will have something like they will only hire like 4 or 5 students at max. Okay. I mean the good companies, not the mass recruiters, but the good product based companies. They will hire like 2 3 or maximum 5 people, that's it. So what you have to do is, you should not blame your college. That is the first mistake you are doing. You should not blame your college, you should not blame your situation, you should not blame your environment. Don't blame anything outside. Okay. All this responsibility is yours. It's up to you to make yourself the one in out of those top 3 or top 5 students. It's up to you. So you should change that mentality. It's not because it's not your problem, because we all are grown up in Indian education system, where we are taught like, hey, study study study, then you will get a job. So that's what we all are taught. So we will be like, subconsciously we are prepared like, hey, if I learn more, if I got a lot of mark, I will get a good job. But in reality it doesn't work like that. So you should understand that, you should accept the reality, and you should move on from that. So don't blame others. Second thing is, try to find a way how you can stand out. So for that only I'm saying like, do project. Because just imagine, when I say you should do projects, just imagine how many of your friends, how many of your classmates are doing actually some good exceptional projects. None of them will be doing, or maybe one of the two of the guys will be doing it. So if you do that, already you are an exceptional, or you are one of a guy from your classmates. Now imagine, out of all these 12,000 students, like you said, only 10 of you will be doing this good project. So you're already the top candidate, right? So that's how you make yourself stand out. So projects, hackathons, workshops, internship, whatever you can get it, just do it. It should be good. Show it. And that's how you become standard. Okay. So don't blame your environment. Just take responsibility and take everything into your hand and try to stand out. Love from Andhra Pradesh. Hey, nice to meet you guys from Andhra. I had a lot of friends from Andhra during my college times, and yeah, amazing people. My target is to crack the FANG company. I know DSA is important. Can you tell me how much time every day we put for DSA to crack the FANG kind of companies? Because due to college exams or other things. Okay. The person who say you have college exams and other things, just look it from my perspective. Okay. When I'm a full-time employee, I have to work from like all the weekday I have to work. Then I have to find time to prepare for the Facebook interviews and Google interviews. So you can just imagine how much time will I have. And I have family things. I have a lot of other responsibilities, financial responsibilities, and social responsibilities and all. But so I have a lot of engagement, but still I have to find some time to prepare for my Facebook and Google interview, right? So it's again not that easy. So as a student, from your perspective, when now if I'm looking back in my college time, I know like I had ton of time. Like if I wish I had that time to prepare now. So I will be like, I'll be knowing everything. So as a student, what you have to do is, start with lead code. Like I say, solve the blind 75 list. I have a blind 75 list that you all should solve. It will cover all the topics, all the important things. Once you solve this question, you can analyze yourself, like how good you did. Like, are you able to comprehend all the concepts, all the things? If it is good enough, you just need to solve like 100 questions, that's it. But for some people, you have to solve like 400 questions. So it's up to your caliber. So solve these questions, prepare for it, understand the theory, understand the fundamentals, be good at it. Then if you get the interview, yeah, it's good. And don't get demotivated. There is a good chance you will be get rejected and everything, but don't get demotivated. Apply it again and again and again. Yeah. What makes stand out in interview? So for standing out of interview, like I said, have good projects, have some good skill set, and you should be able to communicate your project very well. Explain them the decisions you did behind it, the algorithms you did behind it. Have a good communication skill. So these are the ways to stand out. Yeah, so projects and some internships and all these skills, yeah, that's how you will stand out. Then Aman Kumar, what are your thoughts on future of software development with respect to AI? What do I need to do extra to get standard? Else the system design. So first I will answer the system design. System design is something you all will have to learn at certain point of your life. If you don't learn about system design, you will never grow. You will be always in that base level of engineer. You will not grow more than that. So like for example, in software engineering, the levels are like associate software engineer, senior software engineer, then you have the principal software engineer, staff software engineer, then the manager. Okay, and in this principal and staff, in the middle there comes the software architect also. So for me, I didn't grow like from soft senior and all. I directly went from software to software architect because I had that my skill set were very high in comparison with other candidates. So that's how I got that kind of boost. So what you can do is um, just prepare well with system design in future. It's very important. Now for AI related stuff. So, like you all know, AI is something unavoidable. It will be always there. So, be good at what's going on. So, if you are interested in AI, ML, and also learn about machine learning, the theory behind it, the algorithms, how the statistics happening, how the probability is happening, the mathematics behind it. Have a good knowledge on that. Otherwise, without all this knowledge, you can just be a developer who uses AI tools to do software development and all. There is a lot of things like that. So, yeah, you can figure it out by googling, and there are a lot of YouTube tutorials and stuff. But future wise, yeah, it's good. I think all the software engineering fields will be still good. Nothing will be out of trend or anything. All are needed. Like for example, I don't know how many of you want to be a database administrator. Like I never hear someone saying, hey, I want to be a database engineer or something like that. But still it's a very highly in demand positions and all. Yeah, there is something called DevOps also. I don't know how many of you know that. DevOps and ML DevOps. So these are also very highly in demand job roles. I have completed core Java and I'm practicing the DSA in C++. Please guide me. I want to learn Spring Boot. What is the roadmap for Spring Boot? I personally haven't done anything on Spring Boot, but what I would suggest to you is always just start a project with Spring Boot and make some product out of it. That's the best way you can learn Spring Boot. Yeah. Should anyone go for data science and AI? Is it demands will be higher in next 5 years or it will be down? I'm asking this question because you're already there. Um, like I said, in tech there is no such thing like a demand and no demand and all. Right now, yeah, for AI engineers and machine learning engineers are in high demand because there are less people who are learning it and there are less universities teaching it. That's why. But it will be always in demand because every company need all these positions, whether it's full stack, back end, AI, machine learning, or data science or anything. Yeah, it's always needed. But you should make sure that you know it very well, like you know the core of the stuff. Okay, it's not like if somebody is telling, hey, you know data science, let me take you. It's not the data science you might have learned through some way. It will be like some core algorithms you want to sort out in the company, and also you should be adaptable to change here and there. Maybe you will be hired for machine learning, but you will have to do some Python coding or maybe some software engineering things, maybe some database and all. Maybe you are hired for full stack engineer, but you will be pushed to do some C++ stuff and all. So you should be adaptable, you should be able to know. So learn the fundamental, learn the core thing so you can move around on all these topics. And always don't just stick to one thing. Okay, just don't say, hey, I like only machine learning, I will be only working for machine learning hereafter. Don't think like that. You should be flexible, you should be able to move here and there always. So yeah, be flexible. Okay. What's the next question? Should anyone go for data science? I think I answered that because I'm realizing more and more people are shifting to data science field. Even in my time, like in 2014, 15, when I joined university, also everybody was like, hey, data science, big data, I will go behind that. It was always there. Still, people are going behind that. See, it's always in need, especially the big data and data science. Uh, I will give you an example. Like, for example, we are using hundreds of servers to run our program. So these servers will be giving us lot of logs, okay, and these logs will be like 1 terabyte, 2 terabytes of logs, and you need a data engineer or data science guy to figure out how these logs can be used to give us a visual metrics, okay. So then only we will know like how much was the throughput of the CPU, how much was the GPU's input and output, how was the performance, what was the power input and power output of the GPU that's used to train our machine learning model, and how efficient is the model training algorithm because the GPU didn't run. So all these metrics are coming because there are tons of logs and we need a data science guy to figure it out for us, you see. So it's always innate, yeah. Can you give me any book reference for learning system design from scratch? Yes, I can give you that because I have one book with me. 1 second. Let me check that in my list. I always keep it in my. Where is it? Not able to find it. So there is something called a system design primer. I'm not. I don't remember who was the author. So there are books for that. I would not say as a student don't go and do system design by book. Just learn it through YouTube videos. That's what I would suggest. You can see videos by Gaurav Sen. Then there is so many other good guys who do system design interview questions. Just learn from that, so you will get a basic idea. You don't have to know very deep, you just have to know a higher level overview, okay. So as a student that's more than enough, so learn it from YouTube. When we want to go for internship in LPU, go for internship just after your third year. So seventh and eighth semester, go for internship. And okay, so for all the students in LPU, and I don't know if other private university have this thing. In LPU, there is one good benefit for you all, which I also found out very nice. Because if you're going for internship in your seventh and eighth semester, if you're doing really good at your company and you get a good recommendation letter, LPU will give you 10 out of 10 TGPA. So it's a very good thing, right? Your whole CGPA will increase with that. So try to go for 2 semesters and get 10 out of 10 TGPA both the semesters. Then your CGPA will be skyrocketing. So do that. Then how to get good scholarship in LP University? I have no idea about it. In my time, when I was getting the admission, because the reason for why I joined LPU was because of the scholarship only. Because I had G advanced, or I was a rank holder, and my 12th mark was like 90 percentage, and also they gave me a scholarship. So my fees was very less as compared to the fees of NIT and IIT. So that's why I joined LPU. So I don't know what's the current scholarship and current things in LPU. Yeah, maybe you can talk to someone at the university. Hey, Bhaiya, I'm from LPU. Hey, different YouTube RD. Nice to meet you. Connecting faculties is good for placement. Having a good relationship with the placement cell is always good. Yeah, have a good relationship with all the teachers, professors in placement cell. It's a really good thing. Yeah, I still contact with most of the placement cell teachers in LPU. We are still in contact because yeah, it's a really good thing for your future. Yeah. Book for web development. I have no idea. No, I never did web development in my whole life. In my whole career, I never touched it and I don't want to touch it. I'm not interested in it. It's not good. It's not interesting something for me. But yeah, I think there are a lot of good books. But again, like I said, do a project by yourself. Nothing can teach you more than your self project, your self problems. You will get stuck, you will hit your head in the wall, and you will solve that problem. So that's the best teacher you can have. Explain benefits of LPU. Okay, for me personally, what benefits I got is I got a lot of good friends. Second thing is LPU has provided lot of opportunities to participate in hackathons, to participate in workshops. So in my time, we had workshops with Microsoft, IBM, Google Developers Group. A lot of hackathons was there, countless hackathons. I cannot even start naming it. I got to meet the research director of research at Amazon through LPU. Met a lot of other high position people during my time at LPU, and I got to make a lot of connections with this visiting engineers and all. And this is why I got to know like what should I do to be exceptional for placement. So yeah, LPU has provided a lot of things to stand out. Yeah. All students eligible for campus placement in LPU? I think there are some, all students are eligible, but there are certain criteria like you should have certain CGPA, you should have certain conditions. I don't know what are the conditions right now, but yeah, if you are eligible by those conditions, then yeah, definitely you are eligible. Yeah. And like I said, don't always depend upon placements. Okay. Have just focus on developing your profile, your thing, and apply for off-campus placement and everything. Put your eggs in all the baskets. Only God knows which will hit it. So yeah, do it. Bro, 7.5 CGPA is good. Yeah, it is really good. Yeah, I would say it's really good CGPA. Because I think the it might be above the criteria for placement, so it is good. Any CGPA above your placement criteria is good. How to make project? That's a good question. How to start with it, right? So uh, personally, what you have to do is you have to think something like what do you want to solve. Okay. Yeah, I know it is very generic because as a student you also might be thinking what should I solve. Yeah, it's very yeah confusing question. So in my case, like I mentioned earlier, I had a breakup and I was like pretty sad and I don't want to like that stupid phase was there. So I thought like, hey, let me build an AI which will talk to me. So that's how I started my project, which became something different later. It grew. And so find some reason, some purpose, something you want to solve. Maybe you are interested in analyzing some particular data, so do some data engineering, anything. If you don't find anything, go to kaggle.com. If you are into machine learning and data science, go to kaggle.com. In kaggle.com you can find tons of projects and start solving it. Or go to GitHub and find some you could just google it like open source projects on certain domains, you will find it and start working with them. Or like if you're interested in maybe let's say IoT, then try to make some automated machine learning based or non machine learning based automated smart homes and all. Or yeah, there are like lot of ideas. Yeah, maybe some develop some websites where all your friends can share certain things. Maybe you all can do a competitive programming. Yeah, things like that. Yeah, I recently saw someone from LPU who built what did he build? He built some smart calendar or something like that. So it was something really nice. It's something out of new, and those smart calendar is really I haven't seen anywhere. So something good, interesting project. Yeah. So people do find some good ideas. Yeah. Then is this good college for placement? I think he's asking about LPU. Like I said, only top 10% is student. It's really good for them. Please provide your company name and brief description of company's activities. I don't know. I currently work for Mercedes Benz, so you know what they do. So I don't want to describe it. Previously, I worked for Zoom, so again, you will know what Zoom does. So yeah, that's it. And I have couple of more questions. Mm, let me go through my list. Okay. So how to get a job in Germany from India after graduation? So after graduation, either a company should hire you, and I think it's very difficult for a company to hire a fresher for to abroad, and the companies have to spend a lot of money to bring you from India to there. So I don't know, there is not a good chance that you will get hired. But if you have some experiences, then just go and apply in those company websites in Germany or whatever country you want. If you get the interview, they will provide you with the visa and everything. Is the tech industry, next question, is the tech industry going to decline in future like what currently happening? Is it safe to take BTech CSE now? Today, 10 years back, 10 years future, 20 years, computer science is always be relevant. It will be there. Yeah, so it's always good. Some seniors say job interviews are 90 percentage on luck. I don't know which seniors told that job interviews are based on luck. It's utterly stupid. It's all about your skills, your performance, your communication skill. It's all about you. It's not about luck. Okay, but you can build luck by doing a lot of hard work. Yeah, that's it. Can you please come live every 2 weeks if you have time? That is one question I want to ask. I rather wish I will come live because making a YouTube video is a lot of time consuming for me. Like you see, like I haven't posted a video in past 1 or 2 months because I need a lot of time to that. You have to record it, you have to edit it. Yeah, this all a lot of time consuming, and I really like to be candid. Like I really like to talk to you without any filters, without any editing or anything. So I really like coming live and talking to you. So if you guys prefer it, let me know. Then we will do it regularly. Coding with Nipun. Very good question. I forgot coding problem solution, which I have done few days earlier. That's an amazing question. It happens with everyone, I think. So what is the solution is have a notebook. In that notebook, always mark, like for example, you are solving one question. Let's say you're solving the Fibonacci series. You just have to keep a note of that. Don't write the coding, don't write the algorithm, just keep a note that, hey, I used hash map here, or I used dynamic programming. And similarly for all the questions, just note down the key idea that you did. For example, for certain stack problems you have to use monotonic stack, so just write, I used monotonic stack here. For finding the duplicate number, use hash map. So just write the keywords for these solutions in your notebook, go through it. So whenever you see these questions again, you in your brain, you will get to know that, hey, I want to use hash map here, so let's code it for that. So that's how you will keep a reminder for that. Okay. Okay, anything else? Okay, I think we are already like 1 hour 50 minutes, too much time. Then I hope we'll wind up the session today, and maybe we'll meet again later. And I still have a lot of questions. I will answer it in the next session. So it was nice seeing you all, and thanks for joining. And next time, I hope you will tell all your friends to come and join. So it will be a motivation for me also to come and talk to you all, because a lot of people will come and ask the same questions again and again. So repeating is also very uh, time consuming. So I would guess if you ask your friends to join again, it will be nice. So my Instagram, it's same like my YouTube channel. It's YasirYSR47. And if there are any Malayalis, you can tell them I have a Malayalam YouTube channel that you guys can follow. And Instagram, I'm not that active to respond to you back, so better go for LinkedIn. So my LinkedIn ID is YasirYSR47. So there's a good chance that I'll reply more in LinkedIn than Instagram. Okay. So yeah, and YouTube comments, so you can comment anytime in the YouTube videos. I will be checking it always. So yeah, that's it. Thank you everyone, thanks for joining, and I wish you all the best. Yeah, see you again. Bye.